Matt, not the ideal start, but how do you assess that performance?
I think there's positives to take from this afternoon. I've learnt a lot today. I think first half we showed them too much respect, and I think second half and the way we finished the game was excellent. 2-3 of the goals today were frustrating because they were, individual errors or which were really preventable, and I think we really restricted them to sort of chances today. They've scored from a set play and two crosses and us turning the ball over. So from that side of things, it's frustrating. But I think if you look at the back end of the game, the last 15-20 minutes, we've created a chance, we've had a goal disallowed. I felt at 2-0 we should have had a penalty on the corner on Yana. So we didn't get that decision, it didn't go our way today. But there's plenty of positive that we can take. And the fact they've only had real one training session with them and we've asked them to do something a little bit different. You could definitely see in the first half they was a little bit hesitant with it. But I think the way we finished the game can give us hope, can give us confidence and belief that we can go on and pick the points up that we need to stay in the division.
You touched on it there. There are obviously positive elements of that performance. It's just the small mistakes that kind of led to the goals.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's been tough for most of the season for Tanya because we've had a lot of players that have been missing, and you're trying to get them back fit. The fitness levels of the team is an issue because we can't do the basics right. Stepping with negative passes, tucking round, and the transition. We've got to rectify that pretty quickly, and that will come with what we're going to do in training, just in the intensity, just to up that. We've had to make 2 changes at half time because players are on sort of limited minutes. So from that side of things, we need to rectify that pretty quickly. We've also got the girls missing with COVID and isolating. So when you've already got a small squad, that doesn't help. But as I said, from my perspective, I've seen enough in the last 2 days in training. I've seen enough in patches of today's game that if we show that commitment, that heart, that hunger, that desire, the heart, then I think we can go on and pick points up, and we can hopefully get in and amongst them teams above us.
Yeah, and that heart and determination was evident to see in the last 15 minutes that your side kept knocking on the door.
Yeah, listen, I think throughout the whole game they showed it. There's just little moments that we can work on in training, and I can show them on clips from today. When we haven't stepped with the ball and we've left bigger gaps for people like Christensen and Graham to get in the pockets and cause you problems. But when we stepped with the ball and we denied them gaps, I felt we done okay. And I think if you look at the last little bit where we trusted the press and we believed in the press, they turned the ball over, or we stopped them playing through us, and we had the opportunity in tight areas of the pitch to turn the ball back over and win it back. So, as I say, it's going to be a process. I've got a whole week next week really to hammer home some of the points and work on certain things, especially our positional play. I'm on about when we've got the ball. And I think, again, in the last 15-20 minutes, we had that little bit of belief. We started to play and, we wasn't turning it over as much as we did in the first half. And I think from our perspective, we've got to get better at that because we've got Chelsea next week and we don't want to be giving them the ball when we don't necessarily need to, when we can keep it ourselves. So, as I say, plenty of positives today. It's a marathon, not a sprint. This game isn't going to define, where we finish in the table. I think if anything, it gives me a good platform and a better understanding up against a better opposition, what we need to work on, what we need to improve on, and I think the team, as I say, could take a lot of confidence from that second half performance.
Thank you.